Robin continues because we are in the midst of the fifth winter storm dumped on the tri-state. So we're joined now for a check-in on Long Island, specifically Nassau County, with the county executive, Laura Curran. Good morning to you, county executive. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Dan. Very happy to be with you.
So, county executive, 49 inches predicted Long Island. You kind of saw what was happening around our area in New York City. What are the snow totals this morning where you are?
Exactly what your weatherman said. We're about 6, the high of 6, low of 3 inches throughout the county, a little more to the west. And we're expecting maybe 1, 2, 3 more inches today. But the thing that's very concerning is that glaze.
Yeah.
You're talking about it on your cars. It's on the roads. If you're out walking your dogs, if you're driving to work, this is the thing that could really be very dangerous. And we've had scores of accidents already because of this weather. Yeah,
seriously. So, I mean, for me, it took about 10 minutes to just get the ice off the car this morning. So you're urging people to stay off the roads as you continue to salt and sand the roads.
Absolutely. So our guys were out there getting the snow out of the way. Now, of course, it turns into a salt operation to get that grit on the ground. And our roads, the county roads that we're responsible for, those are those main arterial roads that people really rely on to get where they have to go.
Yeah, we're showing them some of them right now, and they look pretty good right now, but looks can be deceiving with that black ice out there. You know, we're talking about salt, county executive. In New Jersey in particular, they have this major salt shortage. They had to bring some emergency supply in, but they said they don't have enough for the next storm. How are you guys doing on the supplies there?
We're good. We have thousands of tons of salt on hand. There are more trucks coming. We're getting deliveries consistently, so salt is not an issue for us.
Can you lend some to New Jersey?
Like a good neighbor.
Like a good neighbor, seriously. Any power outages to report this morning? Anybody waking up in the dark?
Happy to report no outages reported in Nassau County. This really wasn't a wind event.
Right.
So unless you have that wind, that's when you have the outages happen. And our buses are running, although with delays. Long Island Railroad is running fine.
Oh, good to hear. You know, and I know that because you're looking at what's happening in Texas, right? And you see the power outages there and people without power. That's why I was just wondering what was happening here, because the power grid is just on shaky ground all over the place in the grid. You know, you tweeted out yesterday, and I want to just kind of pivot to this, that despite all this winter weather, you stayed the course with vaccinations. You just heard what was happening in New York City, right? What has been the key to your success?
Well, we actually are postponing appointments from yesterday and today for Monday. The other thing that we're doing, so we want to get everyone done on Monday, but we're not going to make appointments unless we actually have vaccine in hand. So we know that there are delays because of weather nationwide to get the newest shipment in. We're not going to make those appointments until we actually tangibly have those vaccines right here in Nassau County. I know how frustrating it is to get an appointment.
Yeah.
The last thing we want to do is to have to cancel an appointment because the vaccine didn't come through.
Just to be clear, are the vaccination sites open today, or you're saying they will be postponed until next week?
They're postponed. So we expect to be operational if we get the vaccine, and we may not get it, a new vaccine on Saturday and Sunday over the weekend. And then the appointments that we had for today and yesterday at our county run sites, we're going to get those people in on Monday, and everyone's going to get an email. We'll get everyone rescheduled.
So are you out of vaccine right now?
We're close to being out. We need a new shipment to come in, yes. And we will not make new appointments unless we get the vaccine. And not to belabor the point here, but I know a lot of people now are listening to this saying, okay, so when is that vaccine, when are those vaccines coming? And are you working with, is it the state, is it Governor Cuomo to make sure that your sites get them? That's right. We get them from the state. The chain of command goes, you know, the pharmaceutical manufacturers to the federal government, to the state, and then down to us on the local level. However, because of weather in the Midwest and that crippling cold, that shipment that's heading our way, heading to New York, is going to be delayed. I don't think it's going to be delayed too long. As soon as we get that supply chain down here, we'll make those appointments. But we're not going to make those appointments until we actually get it.
And then when you do make those appointments, it's patience, right? Because I understand that people are having trouble getting through on the phone lines. They're having trouble on the website.
Yes, it's very frustrating. I hear it all the time. I feel the frustration myself. The supply is not meeting the demand. We have hundreds of thousands of people in our county who are eligible, and it's just chipping away very, very slowly. We need that supply chain to open up. I'm excited about the new vaccines that will be coming online, for instance, the 1-dose Johnson & Johnson, and I'm hoping that we can get more supply so we can get more people vaccinated so we can finally get back to normal.
Understood, and that's what I think a lot of people want to hear. County Executive Laura Curran from Nassau County, thanks for being here. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it.
Anytime.